Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm a divine channel and a medium. And today we're getting into a collective reading. And so whomever you are on the other side of that screen, I'm sure there's a reason for you to be here. I'm sure there's something in this for you. And the only way for you to discover that is to use your own discernment and your own intuition. Collective readings are meant for a mass group of people. And so being able to allow yourself to learn from these and receive something from these is an art in its own right. I'm going to be using different tools today. I got this new ghost scanner I've been playing with. Those that have been watching the recent videos know. I'm also going to get into some tarot cards. I have my pendulum. If we are guided to do some clearings or anything like that, we will do so. If you're interested in any of the tools I use, that'll be in the description box of this video. Every single one. There's also links and information on private sessions and things that I have going on for myself. And so without further ado, I'm going to get into this prayer of intention, and then we'll get into this reading.
Swans, empanadas.
Nothing!
Right now.
This is Andrew.
Endurance, a race. When's next time? At Madison Square Garden again.
That's what's trying to vary.
I'm George. Together. Save. La República Dominicana. Rangers 6.
On counter spell. This.
Please remain secure as soon as the next day.
Using a kickstart. Summertime.
Summertime.
With a pendulum, iPhone and App Store.
The Book of Hebrews, chapter 7.
Out that demon.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 7.
3-1 goals against average 9.
The U.S. had gained.
Let's see up all vitamin C. Fucking loud.
We got your back.
Alexander, yeah, the match. He will be able to.
Biden's weapon ship.
You're dry venting, walking stomach pain or loose.
Friends are discovered on farm/cat. See how.
United change.
Everyone.
Whatever in the city you said.
With Christ, but the quote-unquote shook. Avalanche from Madison.
Employment and recruiting and
York is G-rated.
Federals prominently feature.
Facebook has new cup.
Tomorrow, going to be chill.
Monday,
Feel?
60.
Is in the air and
Love is in the air.
it's a
Yeah. These any new materials.
and then
Maybe. You have a great own thing. 7.
4% in the October.
Traveling tourism. Where schools were open.
Said I got you.
Traffic.
Es un todo nuevo.
this of course
Order bus. One choice.
Pounce on that frog.
But there
Taking
still
the
is
photo
a.
for-
18778 Hope.
Oh, use it with my.
What they
You know.
It's hard to catch a rapper go out.
Price River Sweeper Heavy.
Animal sacrifices.
Human sacrifices.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Psychologist, maybe. And now she's the director.
And then the third is in.
Wrap on 1010. Meal. Oigo nothing. Maybe going back to require.
HD3.
8-3. Yeah, and Town Square Media are. Catch up with him on the. With things.
Select follow on us.
Too late.
Presented by Empire City.
Fun.
Is Purdue at any time.
At any time. So the coolest thing about the Ghost Box for me is that it gives you guys the opportunity to listen, and there may be things that you pick up that I don't, and that's for you, right? So it gives you an opportunity to be a part of the reading yourself, right? And so I implore you to write in the comments what you heard, and also how this reading resonated with you, what you got out of it, what you want to add to it in your own way. Okay, the comment section is a safe space, and I desire it to be a place where everybody goes to after the reading. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the different things that I heard through the Ghost Box, as well as things that I was getting myself. And we're gonna use the cards to kind of get clearer and hone in on that energy. Let me go ahead and light a candle. My candle went out. Things are getting hot. Things are spicing up. I'm gonna go with the angel tarot today. Tarot of the angels. So the ghost box read, to me, the things I heard. Result times may vary. That was the first thing I heard. I heard save, save, save. I heard dangerous. I heard counterspell. I heard summertime. Have fun. Book of Hebrews, chapter 7. Let's look that up. Book of Hebrews, chapter 7. I don't even know if that's a thing. Google shall give us the answer. For anybody that is interested in timestamping, I'd be happy to receive that support. However, I will not be doing it. Book of Hebrews. Oh, it's real. Chapter 7. King of Salem. Hebrews 7. Melchizedek, the priest. Melchizedek. Is this real? Hebrews 7. Wait, tell me Hebrews is a Bible. Hebrews is a Bible. Uh-oh. I should have known that. The book of Hebrews. Right? Let me see. What is the book of Hebrews? It encourages dispirited Christians to persevere in faith, since Christ has brought them to a new covenant. A covenant is a promise or agreement. In the Bible, the promise made between God and God's people are known as covenants. They state or imply a relationship of commitment and obedience. Interesting. I should have known the book of Hebrews was a Bible chapter or a Bible section. Coming from somebody who's read the Bible several times, so strange. Okay. 7. The Melchizedek was king of Salem and priest of God Most High. He met Abraham during the defeat of the kings and blessed him, and Abraham gave him a tenth of everything. First, the name Melchizedek means king of righteousness. Interesting. Then also King Salem means king of peace. Without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning of days or end of life, resembling the Son of God, he remains a priest forever. Just think of how great he was. Even the patriarch Abraham, gave him a tenth of the plunder. Now the law requires the descendants of Levi, who became priest, to collect a tenth from the people. This is about apartheid, or not apartheid. What am I talking about? Whatever it's called when you go to church and you have to pay 10% of your salary to them. Even though they are the descendants from Abraham, this man, however, did not trace his descendant from Levi, yet he collected a tenth from Abraham and blessed him who had the promises. And without doubt, the lesser is blessed by the greater. In the one case, the tenth is collected by people who die, but in the other case, by him who is declared to be living. One might even say that Levi, who collects the tenth, paid the tenth through Abraham, because when Melchizedek met Abraham, Levi was still in the body of his ancestor. I don't understand any of this. Why is this coming up, Spirit? He is without a father or a mother or a genealogy. There's something about this part. He is without a father or a mother or a genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but resembling the Son of God, he continued to be priest. He continues a priest forever. Interesting. That's the part that I feel we're drawn to. He is without father or mother. That's not saying we don't have a father or mother, y'all. And this is not about the Bible. This is not about Christianity. This is not about religion. Okay? Expand your minds. This is about taking ourselves out of context. I got vitamin C. We got your back. Stomach pain. Water in the city. Recruiting. I want to feel. Love is in the air. Funeral arrangements. New material. 777. 44%. Travel tourism. Said I got you. Human sacrifices. I don't think so. Pretty quick. Not too late. At any time. All right. So I feel like there's this energy of distraction that is coming through, and this kind of almost like this feeling of like, don't fumble the ball in the last hour. Don't fumble the ball in the last inning. Like right when you're about to make it to that place you didn't know you were moving towards, that place you didn't know you were working towards. Like you don't even know what you unconsciously or your higher self has been leading you towards. And they're saying like the summer, the spring, this is a big transition time, and this is a time when there's after a long time of struggle and dark nights of the soul and inner conflict and outer conflict in the world, right? There's something about this spring and summer being a reprieve or an opportunity for those that have really been listening to themselves and listening to something deeper, to experience more, to go out and receive from life the blessings that are uniquely for them. This is the beginning of the meek inheriting the earth. And there's something about taking ourselves out of context. Help us understand this, Spirit. There's something about taking ourselves out of context of our family, out of context of what we assume about ourselves or what we don't understand or the drama we endure, the mistakes that our parents have made. There's, this message has been coming through for many years with me, but we didn't start the fire. That's kind of what I got. It's like this energy of we came in and inherited a karmic plate, so to speak, or a karmic experience because of our parents and their parents and the parents before them and our ancestors. We've inherited so much. And so much of it feels like it can't be put down because it can't. You can't just run away from it because it just comes and smacks you over the head. Like there's something about it. It's the Oedipus complex. You think you're running from something when in reality you end up running right into it, right? But it's universal to us. So regardless of what it is, there's this feeling of like a real doubt, holding the faith. That's a real big thing, because the one thing we read earlier was like, it's about holding faith, right? Encourages dispirited, let's say humans, to preserve in faith, since Yeshua or the Christ conscious frequency has brought them or us into a new covenant, a new way of living with ourselves. A covenant is a promise or agreement between ourselves, our physical selves, and our higher selves. In the Bible, or in many spiritual texts, the promise is made between God, our higher selves, and God's people, our minds, our small selves, our egos, are known as covenants. They state or imply a relationship of commitment and obedience, right? This is a relationship with the higher self that is beyond who we think we are in context. There's something about expanding beyond our current limitations, and how the summer and the spring and the summer is bringing us into this. But there's some things coming up right now. I don't know why, we would get a message at the beginning of February for something about the summer, because there has to be something about this going on now. Save. Dangerous encounters. There's something about like everyone in crisis. It's like, what happens when all of a sudden, you guys ever hear that story of of like or like there's so many stories like this, but it's like somebody goes into hell, I forget the story, and it's like they, there's all these people calling their name, and it's like you're not supposed to turn around. If you turn around, you'll be turned to stone, or if you turn around, you'll be stuck, right? This energy of like, you're in this transition and you're running, and there's all these names calling your name. Help me, I'm falling, drowning, I'm dying, they're after me, please, 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 don't leave me, don't abandon me. And because we have so much abandonment trauma, we don't want to abandon people, right? But when they're like, help me, like right on the way out. Right now, people are going through crisis. Some people may even be exiting this life. Some people may be experiencing a great deal of torment. And Spirit is saying, it's not for you to save them. And that's not to have compassion. That's not to know where you're being divinely guided, but know the difference. Because when you take yourself out of context of the karma, the trauma, and who you have made yourself available to, you'll realize that there's a lot more calls coming at you now. Thank you, Spirit. Now, that are trying to prevent you. Save, save, save. It's not about saving money. Save, save, save is about like you feeling the impulse to save everybody. Okay? Try and save everybody. It's not going to work out for you. I just saw something over here. I wonder if it came up on camera. We got your back, Spirit says. We got your back. Stomach pain. Okay, stomach pain. There's something really triggering about this time, and you're like you're empathetically picking up on so many people's stuff. And because of that, Spirit is saying like, we need you to, like, right now you're doing like a marathon. We need you to make it to that finish line, and we need you not to get distracted by the people in the bushes that are in pain, people that you love, but you can't do anything for, because if you stop and go to them, you're only going to be where they are, and you're not going to be doing what you do. It's like, how do you help them? By sacrificing yourself and sacrificing all the things that are important to you. You have a covenant with something so much more deep, which is your higher self. You made an agreement with your higher self on some level, subconsciously, consciously, whatever, whether it be in dreams, whether it be in, meditations before this life. You made a deal, right? And this deal was a holy deal. It's a divine deal. It's a very pure and wholesome deal. It was, I'm going to honor you. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to have faith in you. I'm going to believe in something bigger than what I can feel or know right now. And eventually it'll be real. It'll become known, right? It'll be my homecoming. But I'm going to make that promise, because that's the only way we're going to get there together, right? That's the only way we're going to do it, right? Because I'm coming in with all this trauma, higher self. There's a lot of things I'm dealing with here that are very difficult for you to, very, very difficult for us to expand from, but we're going to make sure that we get there, right? How do we do that, right? And there's always going to be a pull, a resistance, something snagging, right? I'm hearing like the little kid that doesn't know any better is always going to cry for mommy and daddy when mommy and daddy leave for work. Think about it like that. You're leaving for work. Don't look back, right? Give them a kiss in the morning. Say I love you. You know what I mean? But don't look back when they cry. Don't do the whole game where you're like trying to appease them and make them feel better, because it only makes it worse. And then they're over there crying more, and it makes it a whole big deal, and then you feel guilty, and then you're not able to focus at work because you're guilty. Like, this is what I'm kind of picking up on. What else do we have, Spirit, for the collective? Thank you. Yeah. The first card to come out is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no other way to really articulate this better. There's no card to paint this picture better. Aces are about gifts from God. And in the reverse, it's about missing it. Letting it go. Saying, but if I get that, then I'm going to have to let go of this. Right now you're holding a bag of literal shit. Or you would. Maybe you're not, but it's like someone is coming to you and saying, will you hold this bag for me? And you're like, of course, I love you. Of course I'll hold it for you. This is what we do for each other when we love each other, right? We hold it down. No basement. We hold it down. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. Let me hold that back. Right? And then they disappear. Where are they? What are they doing? Why are you holding that bag and why are they not holding it? Why are you holding it? And then all of a sudden this is available, but you don't have the hands to hold it. You don't have the hands to grab it. You don't have the hands to receive it. It comes right by and the divine is like, oh, her hands are full. His hands are full. Bye. See you next time. This is going to go to someone else or this is going to go somewhere else. This is also about like, I'm kind of getting the energy of someone here who it's like somebody wants you to inherit something, but it's like you have to go through so much and it's like you literally have to wait for them to die or you have to wait for something to happen to them in order for you to inherit it. And it's like, well, what other things could I have gotten in the meantime while I've been working on this? What other things could I have been making for myself? Like I'm over here like thinking that this is all the abundance that there is for me, when in reality I could have made 4 of these things, 4 houses, 4 businesses, 4 of these things in the time that I've been here, and you haven't left yet. And this investment feels like it's actually keeping my hands full. And so what do I do now? I've already put all this time into it. What do I do? Water in the city. Interesting. Yeah, like floods in the city. There's been a lot of floods in New York. I feel like the spring is going to be a big thing for that. I don't know about other places in the world, but there's definitely something about the water systems, the sewage systems. We have recruiting. Okay, recruiting. The divine is recruiting people for different positions, especially channelers, readers. There's a bigger wave coming of a lot more people that are experiencing dark nights of the soul, that are needing that guidance. The 10 of Cups in the reverse. This is about like toxic family bullshit that wants to occupy you. This is like the old karma from the family being like, hey, you sure you're done with us? You sure you're done with this karma? Not even anybody. Get down. Not anybody specific even. It's like, for example, say a negative family trait is to, for the women, for the feminines to take care of the men, do their laundry, like iron for them, iron their underwear, cook for them, do everything for them, basically parent grown-ass men, right? Say that's a pattern, right? This is going to be inflamed at this time, and somebody in your life is going to be yearning for this or triggering you and challenging you in this, because it's that karmic cycle saying, are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to let this go? Are you sure you don't want to wipe this man's ass for another couple of years? Just an example. We have funeral arrangements. I definitely feel like there's a lot of passings that are coming soon. Okay, so God bless with that. I know those are difficult, but don't let... There's something about a passing and how it manipulates people, or how it gets people trapped in manipulation. So it's like when people go through some kind of tragedy or some kind of loss, it feels like they gain all of this power to say whatever the fuck they want, to act however they want, to be however they want. And like Spirit is saying, don't fall for it. It's not necessary. Just be cordial if you need to or not, right? I have no problem telling the crazy aunt that wants to act all dramatic and throw herself into the dug hole that she's acting crazy. Now, I don't have no problem doing that now. 44%, 777. You might be seeing those numbers. I'm also getting a 999 personally. We have travel and tourism again. There's not many cards in this reading. Not many cards want to come out. I feel like we've gotten ahead of ourselves to the message, and Spirit is saying we already got there. I don't need any tools, by the way, guys. So for those of you guys interested in working with me, I use these tools for fun and because it's fun to bring you guys in on the process rather than just sitting here and talking to you guys. It's fun to use these tools for me. But I think we've gotten the gist of the messages. Is there anything else? Yeah, the 8 of Cups in the reverse. These are things that we've long since left behind. And these are things that come up every so often, or even once a year is what I'm hearing, during different cyclical times. So like Certain times where certain aspects of you are brought to the surface, or certain aspects of other people. I heard I don't think so. Pretty quick. It's not too late and at any time. Yeah, it's not too late for them. You have to realize this. It's never too late for them. It's like you feel like, oh, it's too late for them and I just have to appease them in this energy. I just have to make them feel okay. Whatever. It's like I have to be with them. It's like, yeah, you can love them, but you don't got to love people close up. And sometimes loving them close up means that you're giving away too much. And really weigh that out for yourself. What does that mean for you? You know what I mean? What does it mean to love someone and not allow them so close that their reality begins to corrupt your own? Okay, and that's really what this comes down to. We're protecting something. We're honoring the covenant we've made with our higher selves. And in that, there's a major period right now between now and the summertime and really big on the springtime, that opportunities or flows or even positions, right? We're recruiting positions, like people, many of you guys that are watching this are going to be hitting your stride in this time and finally settling into the positions or the work, the life path work that has been held aside for you and held strong for you in the spiritual realm for you to meet and rendezvous with when you are ready. And so, of course, whiny baby husbands and brothers and sisters and mothers and, you know, these people that don't care to listen to you when you have advice for them. They don't care to listen to you when you have the wisdom to share it because you've been through it. They don't care to actually do the work. They just want your energy. And they want you the way they want you, and they don't care. And because they're suffering, you have to sacrifice and give your pound of flesh for them. This is not how we ascend. Sometimes loving someone is giving them the cold shoulder and loving them from afar. I'll hold my warmth over here where you can't suck it up. God bless you guys. I'll leave you in the divine light of our divine creator. If you're interested in my prices or anything about my private readings, that information will pop up on the screen after this video, and there's also links in the description box. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.